Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a very purple eye makeup look for today's tutorial. So if you are curious to see how we achieve this look, keep watching. I have not been updated in the makeup section of things since I still have my old eyeshadow palettes. So what I found that has purple in it is the Magic Mini by Juvia's. She looks like this, and these are the two purples. Ooh, let me see if I can. There we go. These are the two purples that I can find on this palette. I also grabbed the New Moon palette that we worked on the eyes on my previous videos, and I found a little bit of purple on this palette. So this shade right here is very purple, or somewhat. Looks a little more on the darker side, but I think we could work with it. I was also gifted like a year or so back these cute little eyeshadow duos. I believe it's from e.l.f. and they came in threes, and this duo here has like a very, there we go, this very like purplish next to a brown, but I would be using this purpley one. However, I want something more that stands out, so I might not use this, but again, I was just looking through my stash to see what purple eyeshadows I have because I'm craving purple today. I don't know why, I just am, and I want to put something that stands out in the eyes. Going ahead and priming my eyes first with Milani eyeshadow primer, my one and only at the moment. I am looking for new eyeshadow palettes, so if you guys have any recommendations for a colorful, vibrant, and pigmented eyeshadow palette, let me know in the comments. But we are going to go ahead and start with the Juvia's Place shadow. So usually don't go straight with darks yet. I like to start with something on the lighter side, so then I could blend my way to the dark, like a neutral color shade. So I couldn't find anything lighter purple, so I'm going straight with the very dark purple here, but I'm going to use a very small, like a pencil brush here, and then just work my way in. Using a very fluffy brush like this, I'm just going to not apply any eyeshadow, but more like just blend this out and then drag it up. I'm just going to add more shadow on this area and draw a line to make it darker again, and then do the same step just so then it helps blend and make the color not disappear. I don't know if it makes sense, like the way I'm explaining things, but whatever. Make a line, blend. Make a line, blend. I went ahead and worked on the other eye. I blended it and so on. So now I'm going to add some concealer onto the area of where I built that line. So using the CoverGirl, True Blend Undercover. So far, we are looking like this. Added that concealer to kind of give it more of a pop. So then when I put my other shadow, which is going to be Faso. Oh, gonna pee. And I'm going to apply it all over the lid. I decided to just put that shade on the center of my lid because I wanted to add different colors to it, you know? And then using the back side of the same brush, I'm going to apply this very nice metallic blue onto the inner corner, and this one is Yemoja. Oh yeah, I like this one a lot. You see how it brightened up the inner corner right there? Yeah, it's giving. I'm not too sure what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. So I want to darken up this area, although there's like a line going on there, but let's see how it works out. So I'm going to use a very angled fluffy brush, and I'm going to apply the darker blue on the other end of this palette. This one's called Yehide, I think. Now that I applied that blue on the outer corners, I'm going to go ahead and with the same brush I started in the beginning, applying that purple shade and just darken up this area right here. Now I'm going to go straight with some eyeliner, applying the NYX Epic Ink Liner. I'm going to use some concealer and clean up this area to make the wing look more sharp. I look a little crazy right now. The concealer turned blue because there was some fallout going on, but I cleaned up the corners and then I went ahead and primed my face with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer and just letting it sit for like a minute. For foundation, I'm going to apply the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. For concealer, I am applying Hourglass Concealer, and this one is in the shade Cotton Vanish. I'm going to be applying the Tower 28 Sculptino in the shade Broad, and then just contour my face with it. I'm going to also apply liquid blush, very tiny, but this is the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Believe. So small. I'm just going to blend it with my finger. I'm going to set my face with a powder. I'm going to use the Kosas Airy Cloud Set powder. She looks a little used. Before setting the face, always make sure you remove those creases under the eyes. And for the powder, I'm going to apply a very big fluffy brush like this. I'm going to apply a little bit more bronzer, so I'm going to apply the powder, a powder bronzer. So this is the LYS No Limits Matte Bronzer. I'm just going to apply a little bit more just because I wanted to contour my face and I feel like I need more color. I'm going to start with my brows first and then finish with the eyes. So I'm going to use the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and this one is in the shade number 4. For lashes, I'm going to use these lashes I got at Marshall's. It's in this brand, Creme or Cream. This one is their set. It's called Bossy. I really hope I don't regret applying these because these are probably the most dramatic looking lashes I own by far. So I'm gonna apply them, see how they look like, and I hope I like them. So let's give it a shot. This is eye number 1, and I'm not too mad at it. It doesn't look too bad. I'm just gonna put a little mascara and I think it will be good. Okay, now I'm gonna work on my lower lash line. So I'm gonna use this same brush I used in the beginning, and then I'm going to apply that purple on this palette on my lower lash line just to smoke it out a little bit. And then for my inner corner, I'm going to apply that light blue that I applied on the inner corner on the top. So going to apply that light blue on the bottom as well. On my waterline, I will be applying the Sephora Eye Pencil To Go, a mini eye pencil, and this one is navy blue matte. I'll be applying the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. The bottom lashes, I actually want to use a different mascara, so I'm going to give it a little more of color, so I'm going to use the purple one. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Original Mascara. This is the shade Deep Violet, so a purple mascara for the lower lashes. Okay, we're coming along together. Now for the end, we're going to apply some lipstick. So let me see what colors catch my eye and work with this look. I decided. So I will be using for the lip liner, I am applying the Maybelline Lifter Liner, and this one is in the shade Big Lift for the, what is it? To line up the lips. Man, why am I so awkward? And then for lipstick, I'll be applying the Rare Beauty matte lipstick in the shade Worthy. This is what the lips look like with the lip liner, and now we're applying the lipstick. Okay, and this is the final look. Very purple, and I added a little bit of blue, some eyeliner, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you guys for sticking around, watching, and seeing me pretty much put this look together, even if half of the time I don't know what I'm doing, but we're working with what we got. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.